So if you're thinking about moving to Costa Mesa and you want a balanced perspective on what it's like to live here, then this is the video for you. I'm going to be talking about the good, the bad, the ugly, absolutely everything you'll need to know to make an informed decision about moving to Costa Mesa. And like I always say, it's pretty nice here, but it's not all sunshine and roses, so stay tuned. What's up, guys? My name is Isaiah Rosario. I'm a Costa Mesa real estate agent and the host of Living in Orange County. And if it's your first time on this channel and you want to know everything about what it's like to live here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that little notification bell so that you're notified every single time that we upload a new video here. And go ahead and drop a like if you find the information helpful. And if you are thinking about moving to one of the cities I talk about on this channel, shoot us a call, text, or email anytime. Every single day we get people just like you that are moving here, and we love it. That's what we do. We help people relocate and buy and sell homes in Orange County. So if you ever need anything, reach out. We make it easy. And if you need anything, my contact info will be in the description or at the bottom of the screen here. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of living in Costa Mesa. I'm going to try and give you a balanced, unbiased opinion, and I'm going to be going back and forth from pro to con just to keep it balanced. But keep in mind that, as with all my videos, that this is just one man's opinion, and to certain people, certain pros may be cons, and certain cons may be pros, and at the end of the day, no place is perfect, right? There's always going to be gray areas and compromises when it comes to decision making, especially when it comes to deciding where you're going to buy a home or where you're going to live. So with that being said, on to pro number one. Pro number one is going to be the location. So Costa Mesa is smack dab in the middle of Orange County, which is smack dab in the middle of LA and San Diego. And really, you couldn't ask for a better location to live in SoCal. You're 20 minutes away from both Newport and Huntington beaches, so you have easy access to everything both of those cities have to offer. The beaches, of course, the water sports, and the many events that both beach cities have to offer. Huntington in particular seems to have something going on every other weekend, especially in the summertime. You not only have access to the beaches, you also have easy access to other outdoors, like the Silverado Mountains, which are about 30 minutes away. That's where you'll find some of the best mountain biking, hiking, and camping that Southern California has to offer. In Costa Mesa, you really are living that 30 minutes away from the ocean, 30 minutes away from the mountain lifestyle. And I think that's one of the biggest appeals of Costa Mesa, especially if you're an active person, which I find most of the people who live here in this area are. And there are plenty of hiking and group activity meetups in the city, so if you're looking for some company on your adventures, you shouldn't have a problem finding any. Another bonus, of course, is the weather. It goes without saying that the weather is one of the biggest pros of this area as well. It's basically mild all year round since it's so close to the ocean. Overall, I think the location is the biggest pro of living in Costa Mesa. So now on to con number one. Con number one is going to be the higher property crime. So Costa Mesa in general is safe and the violent crime is low, but property crime here is high when compared to California averages. So property crimes include burglary and theft, as well as vandalism and arson. And even though violent crime is lower than the national and California average, property crime here is nearly 52 compared to the California state average of 37.1. The reason for this is complicated, but I suspect it's because of Costa Mesa's close proximity to Santa Ana, which has a higher crime rate. I'll throw up a graphic here on the screen showing the most dangerous parts of Costa Mesa for property crime. The darker the area, the more crime there is, and the lighter, the less crime there is. And I just want to stress that I don't feel like Costa Mesa is a dangerous city to live in. You're still in an affluent city in Orange County, and the odds are in your favor that you won't be a victim here. However, I did want to talk about it because I see a lot of other realtors and people making content about Costa Mesa without mentioning this. And I think it's something worth letting people know about. Personally, I wouldn't let that stop me from moving or living here, but like I said, it's my goal to give you guys the realest and most complete information, so you can make that informed decision yourself. And with that being said, it's on to pro number two. Pro number two is going to be the excellent education and schooling available. So for K through 12, college, public, and private, the Newport Mesa Unified School District, which provides education to more than 21,000 students, is the primary district serving the Costa Mesa area. NMUSD, according to the school district rankings by niche, receives an overall A rating, and overall public schools in the city are highly rated as well. Most high school students here pursue higher education, and many end up going to nearby top-rated universities like the University of Irvine, which is one of the best-rated universities in the country. And overall, much like the other affluent cities of Orange County, there's a big community emphasis on learning and education. Costa Mesa, in particular, has a big emphasis on the arts and offers many programs, both public and private, that teach various arts. The city itself has many art events and showcases a ton of local artists, and it's one of the coolest facts of Costa Mesa in my opinion. So Now on to con number 2. Con number 2 is going to be the traffic and overcrowding situation. So if you watch my other videos, you'll notice this is a recurring theme. Orange County's got traffic problems, right? Especially if you live on or near those beach cities. Our rush hour here is more like rush 3 hours. And if you find yourself having to commute in or out of the city from 4 to 7 p.m., you're probably going to get stuck in it. A lot of people I talk to these days have the option of working from home, so if that's an option for you, I'd recommend taking it. The traffic is also exacerbated by the fact that Costa Mesa, Huntington, and Newport are also tourist-friendly cities due to all the beaches and the events. So if in the summertime you get a lot of people coming from out of the city and out of state passing through Costa Mesa or using the freeways, and it can make traffic even worse during those busy summer months with everyone commuting to the beach cities. It's not quite as bad as living in Newport or Huntington, like the downtown areas, but since you're right next to them, you're going to get some spillover. There's just no real way around it unless you don't have to commute. Something to keep in mind also is that a lot of professionals need to commute out of the city to LA or San Diego. And if you're going to LA in particular, that's when traffic gets really scary. In fact, it's just a fact of life living in this part of Southern California, right? Everyone has to deal with it. It sucks. Not going to sugarcoat you guys on it, but now on to pro number 3. Pro number 3 of living in Costa Mesa are all the events that are hosted in the city and the excellent nightlife available both in the city and near the city. So Costa Mesa is actually known for all of its multicultural art events and local art showcases. Almost every other week, it seems like, especially in the summer, there's some sort of big art show or gathering going on, especially in those summer months. Oftentimes, they're free as well, and a lot of them are outside and feature vendors for cool art and good food. And it's a good time to go with a friend to go check out some cool art, talk to some interesting people, eat some good food. And it's one of the biggest pros of living in Costa Mesa, in my opinion. The fact that you have access to all these types of events and local shows. And there's also a ton of music shows and festivals that go on in Costa Mesa. Those are mostly in the summer months as well. Something else to keep in mind is that with your proximity to Newport and Huntington, you also have easy access to all of those cities, shows, and nightlife, which in and of itself is extensive. So Huntington in particular has a ton of things going on every summer, and both Huntington and Newport have an excellent nightlife and downtown scene that really pops off in those summer months. And it's some of the best nightlife in Orange County. People from other cities come to Huntington and Newport to come party on the summer months and enjoy the nightlife. So now on to con number 3. Con number 3, and this is really the biggest con of Costa Mesa and the biggest con of Orange County in general, and you'll see it's a common point in a lot of my videos, and the con is the cost of housing. So in Costa Mesa, the average home price is about $966,000, which is a lot compared to the rest of the U.S. However, one thing to keep in mind is that the rest of your bills here are more in line with national averages, and I actually did a video breaking down all the costs of living in Costa Mesa, including the cost of owning a home, renting a home, and all your bills. And you can find that in my Moving to Costa Mesa playlist, which I'll link in the description below this video. So go check that out if you want to know more about the cost of living in Costa Mesa. So that's it, guys. Those are the pros and cons of living in Costa Mesa, California. My name is Isaiah Rosario. I'm a local real estate agent here. And if you have any questions or concerns about relocating here or buying a home here, my phone number and email will be linked below this video or at the bottom of the screen here. Or you can go ahead and leave a comment if you have any questions. I got people reaching out every single day, and it's great. We make buying homes easy for you guys, so if there's ever anything I can do for you, just shoot me a message day or night. This has been Living in Orange County. Feel free to check out our Costa Mesa playlist below, as well as our other videos, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content, and drop a like if you find this video helpful. So thanks for watching, and welcome to Costa Mesa.